of course, is really like horrible internet. So here we go, Cypher and dem0n, they're getting live. It's map number 1, it's Cure. We're off on dem0n to begin with. And we need to get you on the server, so we'll sort that out. And so here we go. I'll just cast for the meanwhile. We have dem0n. He's off to a pretty normal standard start here with Cypher, finding a bit of an engagement here over at that yellow, and Cypher getting a lot of damage out there. So things are looking quite good for Cypher for this next red armor, but dem0n looks like he wants to take a look in anyway, and this could be very risky here. dem0n playing with his life a bit as Cypher drops in with some rockets. So dem0n managing to get out of there, but he didn't really I think he was at a loss there, so Cypher in a great spot here, but that's such a fantastic rocket there, and even cratering Cypher in the matter of just one single rocket, it's going to be all over for him, and dem0n's going to be able to take the lead here. So -1 there on the board for Cypher as dem0n tries to get this red. If he gets this clean, this is going to be pretty interesting here for Cypher, as he's going to have to go very defensive. And dem0n right now, he is just taking it easy, playing it slow, and there is a bit of a scuffle here, or could be a bit of a scuffle at this yellow, but no, Cypher doesn't really want to start anything just yet. Needs some armor. I'm going to switch over to him as we see what he does right now. dem0n basically cycling the entire map. Cypher there with some armor. 40 though is not anything to boast about, as dem0n does find and doesn't connect anything. And Cypher's still just trying to scramble for armor. That's the only thing. It's like a singular thing on his mind at the moment. And right now, with those greens, with these yellows, slowly but surely he's going to be able to push his way back into the game. And there are the shards as well. So Cypher is biding his time here. This is kind of what Cypher does, and this is when you as a jeweler, if you're an aspiring duelist, you need to bring out the notepad to see how Cypher's avoiding dem0n. How does he do it? 2 rails connected there. Red's up on the spot. He just hit the third as well. That's going to force dem0n back there. Cypher might have an opportunity here on this red armor. dem0n wants more there. There goes Cypher with a great rocket jump. Steals the red armor. dem0n throwing down those rockets, but there goes another rocket jump from Cypher to get out of trouble. The quick rail on the exit from dem0n, and things are looking a lot more even than perhaps they should, but dem0n is almost catching Cypher there on the jump pad, and do we have you in game yet, Phrase? No, not just... Yeah. Oh, there you are. So.
Yeah, that was one of those really interesting engagements where Cypher had a choice whether he wanted to attack the red or defend it, and it looked like he was going to back off, and then he just sort of said, oh well, I'm just going to go for it, and he went for it and actually pulled it off, so it was really a nice move, I guess, although it did have a large element of risk. But now he's in a really, really good position, whereas a minute ago he really wasn't, so he's got just as much stack, if not more, than dem0n right now, so you'll see him grab the yellow and then try to get himself into a position where he can get the red, so he wants to get to the rocket launcher, or even at the grenade launcher, which is pretty good too, when he has rocket jumped up. So he should be able to force dem0n away from both of these items, and dem0n's actually going for the fight, so he's going to get the red, but I think Cypher will get the frag, and he has, so this is really excellent for Cypher now. He'll be able to go get the mega, then move in for yellow, and then be able to defend the red most likely.
Only 48% LG, you know, that's all right from Cypher, and 0-0 now as he ties it up, and Cypher picking up more lightning gun ammunition. Setting up for this red armor. Spots dem0n there over yonder, connects that rail as well. So Cypher's got a very strong challenge here, but dem0n, he likes his chances, or I don't know what was that Phrase? Oh, and Cypher off the spawn.
Nah, he got what he deserved there. That was stupidity to really go for that item, and yeah, obviously he almost got the red, but even if he had got it, he still would have died. So it was like, it's not really his item to go for, and he decided to go for it and really got punished for it. So, and again, they're going for another item that's not really his, and dead for it again. So really nice play by Cypher to punish those mistakes. But so dem0n's got to slow down the game down now, but instead he decides to rush in with shotgun. So this isn't going to end well for him. Maybe he could do some more damage and push in, but no, he should really back off. I mean, yeah, dead. So he really couldn't afford to do that either. So now he's basically got nothing to his name. He's got to grab the rocket launcher and then slow down. So he's got to stop making any noise. He's making too much noise right now.
Seems like dem0n is off to a very bad start now, and almost a start that he kind of gave for free to Cypher in many ways, and there goes Cypher hitting more shots. dem0n a bit weak there. Cypher just jumps straight up into his face, grabs the kill, and 6-0 now. It's just getting worse and worse for dem0n. As Cypher though, I mean, he's not incredibly stacked. I mean, he does have 150 armor or so, but until he gets that Mega, dem0n might be able to do something here if he catches him out of position, but there is nothing there from dem0n as Cypher picks that Mega up.
dem0n can't do anything right now, not because he doesn't have much stack, but because he doesn't have any guns. So he doesn't have LG or rail, so he can't really fight from a distance. So you'll see probably Cypher try to abuse that, which he is doing right now, hitting a rail. So dem0n's really got to back away, and he can stay here because he has a rocket launcher, but he can't move in for the red, which he is doing. So lucky he didn't take that. He should really just back off, and then this is just throwing the game away if you want to stick around there. It might work versus like a new player, but not versus Cypher, obviously. So he can choose to defend this red, but without LG and rail still, it's going to be difficult, even after hitting that. He does have plasma, so he has really good weapon choice there. He's just got to get through the teleporter and then get to the yellow, and then maybe, just maybe, he'll be in a good spot.
And here we go. I mean, Cypher, he's got a lot of damage on him in there. 2 great rockets there from dem0n, but as he drops, he receives one as well. dem0n, though, he has the fortitude to weather that, and here he is pushing forwards. Does catch Cypher off the spawn with a bit of damage. So, dem0n not in a horrendous spot quite anymore. And he's picking up that LG finally, but that was a nasty rocket there received by dem0n.
It's one of those unfortunate dodges where you sort of jump, try to get out of the way of the rocket, but then you just end up landing right where it is. So you could move in with LG here, it's probably the best thing, but he's gone for the rail, which I don't think was the optimal weapon choice. I think maybe LG would have been better, because then maybe he could move in and actually get the frag, because Cypher didn't have LG or rail, so he wouldn't have been able to really hurt him. But still the rail's fine because he managed to hit it. But now he's just got to get in a position where he can get red, so he's got to make sure that he's either at the rocket launcher or like even at like, yeah, which is where he's going now, but the problem is Cypher's managed to get a high position even on that. So maybe he should go through the teleporter. Cypher's going to push in, and I think Cypher thought that he was a little weaker than what he was. So maybe a little mistake from Cypher, but he should still be able to get them, maybe get onto the Mega, or at least damage. Okay, Cypher doing the right thing. Going to back off, grab the yellow, and then he'll probably slow down the game from here.
Looks like the game is looking quite aside at the moment. dem0n desperately wants that Mega health. He knows Cypher's lurking, though. Does go for the jump and picks it up. So moving into the red attack now, or rather picking up the LG first. Cypher's actually going to get that red armor, so dem0n completely misses out the entire affair here, and does go for the drop though, and looks like a bit of a mistime here from dem0n, and this could cost him greatly as Cypher drops down. Great positioning in the fight with the LG, and dem0n, was that just, what, did he give everything away on a mistime there? Because that's exactly what it looked like.
Quite often that can happen sometimes, that you sort of think to yourself, oh, he must have grabbed it, but then you sort of think, oh, I have to wait around anyway because it might be coming up still. And then you sort of, generally that's like a big weakness in my game sometimes, as I do things like that. But yeah, so that's where your timing items are so crucial, especially if you got the red beforehand. It's pretty much inexcusable not to know when the next one's coming up. So yeah, Cypher just going to play plus back, which is exactly what he's doing. Okay, he got unlucky that he got caught on that thing. I wouldn't even really want to fight for this red if I was Cypher, and this is why, because now dem0n has a small opportunity. Even though it is 6 frags, I think if Cypher had just plus back there and just ran away from that red, he would have been in a better position, because obviously he wouldn't have died. So 6 frags in 2 minutes is doable, but sort of 7 frags with he has a little bit of stack and the guns in like 2 minutes is not really doable. So dem0n sort of has to make another frag really, really quickly in the next sort of 20 seconds. So he probably should just go full frontal attack.
And it looks like he's looking for it, but he can't quite find it just yet. He hears the sound cues there from Cypher. He knows where he is. He's got to try to predict Cypher, though, and to try to intercept, cut him off, to get that engagement forced and get that commitment from Cypher. But dem0n, after that red, he finally spots Cypher, pulls out the LG, goes for the kill, but Cypher's got him on the stairs right there. He's got him pretty much pinned in, and now Cypher buys himself enough time to just disappear. dem0n with another pickup there, just propelling himself as fast as he can through the map to try and to get to grips with his opponent. Catches Cypher on the jump pad there, but he's got to try to finish it. Oh no, the rocket jump doesn't quite work and catches his head there. And there is Cypher constantly just falling behind every single corner, and dem0n just cannot get at him. And now it's 60 seconds instead of 120. And oh god, dem0n's accomplished nothing in the last minute.
Yeah, he sort of got a little unlucky that he couldn't catch Cypher out, but this game's over now. Cypher did have the sound bug where you can sort of think that they're coming from below when they're actually above you at the yellow, which did happen, but dem0n still couldn't make it, turn it into a frag. And yeah, now Cypher's got so much stack now that dem0n, even though he still has to attack, he's not going to be able to get the frag. So yeah, this game's over now, obviously, and well played to Cypher. I guess in the moments where the game was in its, like, you know, most pivotal moments, Cypher managed to always have time on the items, know exactly what was coming, where dem0n sort of thought that red was coming, which really hurt him a lot. So any chances he had of sort of winning the map were gone then when he sort of waited at the red. And yeah, Cypher managed to move in and kill him there. So yeah, well played to Cypher.
Definitely. Do you think dem0n has a decent chance going to the next match? Of course, this is going to be the choice of Cypher Cure.
What's the next map?
I don't actually know. I'm going to predict that it's going to be Furious Heights. That's
okay, I'd say
prediction.
that... No, I wouldn't say that dem0n would have chosen that, so I would have thought that Cypher would be pretty good on... like, pretty tough for dem0n to beat on that. Yeah. I would have thought that dem0n might have picked... Maybe you might have... Oh, it depends what the bans... I'm not sure how this ban system works. Is it ban or is it pick in this one?
We go with ban, so we get to remove. Yeah. Okay. And it should be pretty tough. That's good because Sinister, actually, but... I mean, when you're playing Cypher, I mean, you don't. It doesn't really matter what the map is, probably.
Yeah, he's going to be good on all the maps. Maybe he's a little bit more vulnerable on some of them, but even then, like, he's still good on them. So you have to play really, really well.
Certainly. So here we go. We're going to get live very shortly here on Sinister. Do you think that? Well, okay, here we go. The countdown has begun. So we'll get into this first. I want to get your thoughts on the spawns, though. But here we are. Cypher and dem0n. This will be match point here for Cypher. And okay, spawns. dem0n gets the LG in the red, and we got Cypher, so they switched him with the Mega and the Railgun here. So what do you make of these spawns?
Yeah, even spawns, although I really hate Cypher spawn, when you spawn on that rocket launcher, you don't know which item to go for. If you go for rocket for the red armor and they're at LG, you're dead. And if you go for the Mega and they get there first with Rail, then you're in trouble as well. So he made good of a bad spawn by managing to get sort of an even start. So he's just got to hit one more rail or even a bit more LG. He should push in maybe for this red, and he is going to. This is really nice. I mean, dem0n probably die here if he sticks around. He's got to get to Mega though, Cypher, and he is going there now. Unfortunately, he hasn't got any, So shotgun, I was about to say, would be his best option. And I don't know about dem0n pushing in for that, but he did manage to make it work. So Cypher stands fine. I don't think he's too happy. But yeah, so really good start for dem0n, I guess.
Yeah, a bit of an awkward situation there, but Cypher's got to know that he's fairly low. dem0n a bit passive now because his health is so low, but here goes the red spawning up there on its mighty platform, and dem0n's going to let that go and just pick up the yellow. He knows he's pretty weak here. Cypher through the teleporter there. dem0n has to defend here. He's in a really terrible spot here. Cypher getting a lot of damage there, putting him down to 21 points of health, and dem0n stopping to type, and that's going to be Cypher finishing him off. I think dem0n was he was caught a bit on an angle or something. I was wondering what was happening, and dem0n, he's going to go down again probably, but there it is with the machine gun from Cypher. So dem0n, bit of a shaky start now, and Cypher's starting to take liberties here. And I always see that this is a really, really tough map when you're playing someone who's very, very strong in control. So what do you think that dem0n's best options are when he's looking at this situation currently?
Well, he's doing the right thing now and slowing the game down, but then he's in such a vulnerable spot up there. I mean, it's like not really ideal. You want to be in a sort of corner spot. So maybe if he was down right sort of where he is, like at the rocket launcher, the middle rocket launcher there, he would have been in a better spot. And even now where he is now is good. He's just got to get out of here and not take another rail. So he's got to look out for Cypher to come back through the back teleporter. Okay, so he's in a good spot now. This is where he should probably wait. Okay, perfect. Worked out where Cypher is. So he's just got to lay low, maybe get to another yellow, and then sort of work out how he's going to go from there. He's got all the guns, which is really important. So he's going to go for damage on this red, which I wouldn't really advise. But he's actually going to push in for it now, and he might be able to get it. He's going to get it, but he's probably still going to die. So that's why he's not quite ready. He wasn't quite ready to sort of defend, but he has got a favorable spawn. So he needed to hit that. Wow.
Cypher, I mean, even with, let's say, his less than great internet that's spiky, he's still hitting like a monster. And the LG is very certainly strong, and 5-1 now, but dem0n has managed to get Cypher, let's say, not as healthy as he was. He's still quite healthy, and he does pick up this red armor. So I guess it's just business as usual for dem0n. Just, I mean, it feels like he's doing the right kind of thing right now, but he's just not able to catch Cypher in the right way so far.
Yeah, he's slowed down the game, which is obviously was needed, but he can't afford to. He's done the damage.
Great rockets.
Now. It was really nice rockets, but he should have backed off now. He's just going to take too much damage and not going to be able to take the red. So he's in a, it was just a really terrible idea to stick around for as long as he did. He did really great initial damage. He could have backed off to the red, or at worst backed off and just secured a yellow to get to 100-100. Now he's 150, and all the damage he did to Cypher was negated by the fact that Cypher got all the rest of the items. So he's sort of in the same position now. Cypher's going to push in, and dem0n's dead now. So Oh, actually, great.
Fantastic play there from dem0n to make the kill happen out of nowhere.
Just as I said that dem0n was dead, he did
Yeah.
die, but he managed to kill Cypher, so he's in a good spot now.
Let's see what he can do with it. He's about to pick up a red armor, but Cypher surely on the other side of the map here. And there he is. He's poking, and he's going to have that mega health to fall back onto, kind of guaranteed here. So this is a really awesome spot for Cypher. He's going to feel confident here. If he hits a rail, he knows he's in such an amazing spot. He might even stay in here for the finishing shot, but dem0n's actually strong enough there. But look at this, playing with a teleporter there. dem0n unable to do really anything. And he does pick up the yellow, so 100, 100. Now they switch to Cypher, we can see he's 200, and he has 200 at 100. And dem0n's going to catch him up the jump pad. Things aren't so great for dem0n right now as Cypher pushes the angle. He's getting some nasty damage with those rockets though, and Cypher needs to get... Oh, what a pixel rail that was there. But Cypher's looking for the next one to stop the pickup of this red armor. He's really pushing it here. 43 health. Do you think he should have stayed in for so long there, Cypher?
I think Cypher should have maybe backed away after he got hit by the first rocket, but then once you decide you're going to go for it, you have to go for it all the way. There's no point going for a little bit and then backing off. So yeah, dem0n's in a decent spot here as long as he can get some health, which Cypher might actually intercept. No, he hasn't. So unfortunately for dem0n, he's going to have to let Cypher get the red here. But then he's got to be able to go get some more LG ammo. There's LG ammo right above him right now, so maybe he should go up there and get that. And then he's got to try to look for a frag really soon, because with 5 minutes, I mean, there's still plenty of time, but you can't let Cypher get that dominating stack, which he might already have, which he actually doesn't have quite yet. So you can't let him get that and then have you be weak again, because then you don't have enough time. So dem0n sort of needs to make something happen with this stack. So he's going to wait for the moving for the mega. So he should probably try and drop on it. He's got to take a risk now.
Good rockets there, though.
Yeah.
And Cypher
he did
does
such
get the
good
mega.
rockets, but then he sort of backed away, and now his opportunity is like missing now. And yeah, dem0n's in a little bit of trouble now.
And there it is, Cypher, he managed to just pick up everything through that. I mean, dem0n's attempts on the outskirts are not really so effective. Cypher creeps through the map. He's looking to just maintain his current score, more or less. I mean, any kind of attack that dem0n could do right now, surely it would never go in his way. And here goes Cypher in the back of dem0n through the teleporter. Somehow dem0n manages to get some good damage onto Cypher with these really awkward fighting. That was a very awkward fight, and somehow Cypher does manage to fall back there onto the mega, gets the 50 as well. So dem0n's in an okay spot. What are the rockets in this game? There's so many ridiculous rocket fights happening, and dem0n manages again to find his way ahead of it with the stack. And on his POV, we can see, he's got 130 armor, so he's got a great chance on the next red. Oh, wow. My goodness, the grenades. Oh, and missing the rail as well there. But he's got such a good, strong chance on this red. He picks it up, grabs the frag. He's got the mega coming up as well. This is dem0n's, this surely is the best possible chance he's going to have in this game to tie it up and maybe even bring it to a deciding map.
Yeah, that was really nice by dem0n. I mean, I think the fact that he didn't shoot his rocket straight away, although it was kind of noobish, it did work out for him. So he's in a really good spot now. He's just got to make sure that Cypher can't get to 175 or something like that. He can't let him get it. He's got to get him before that, so that the 3 frags, he's only 2 frags then, and then even if he does get stacked, it's not too hard to get the frag. So this is really excellent by dem0n. Now Cypher's not going to be able to get any yellows here, and he's actually going to be in a lot of trouble. So it's going to be hard for Cypher from here. I mean, dem0n's in a really excellent spot. I mean, he's just got to stop. He's even moving in for this yellow. No, he's not. So this is Cypher's opportunity to get a little bit more stack, and then maybe get it to a defensive position. He might go for the shards here, which would be quite favorable for him. Okay, he's not going to go for him. This is okay as well, though. He's in a strong spot here, so he can't really be attacked. Really nice play by Cypher. He's got to get out of here, though. Got to run. Nice rocket. Big rocket. You can't really say as important as that rocket is, because it's so important that he hit that to push him back. So Cypher's in quite a decent spot now as well himself.
And here is dem0n defensive positioning on this mega. Cypher cannot enter, and there it is. dem0n strides forwards ever stronger. Finds Cypher again. This could be the moment for dem0n. He's going to go for the chase. Does manage to make the frag happen. 6-4 now. dem0n is coming back slowly. He's got 2 minutes, and his chances in this match are much stronger than the previous one. So let's see if he can do it here as he does fall back onto the mega. I think a bit of a mistake there going on with the movement, but he's going to try to make good of it. He does find Cypher, but Cypher kind of gets the positioning in on dem0n as well, and knows where he is with those rockets. He always knows where dem0n is. And dem0n now He has both the red spawning at the same time as the Mega. Cypher's going to be caught there over the Mega, but not much damage from dem0n. A bit of a wasted opportunity there. dem0n not going to get many more opportunities in this match, but there goes Cypher for the double back, and dem0n catches him with just a lick of LG as he swoops back around for the red armor. So here goes dem0n on round number 2. Going to go at Cypher again, but can Cypher evade? He tries to, but he just can't. And Cypher pulls out some rockets, but it's not good enough. That's going to be the frag there for dem0n with 1 minute remaining. dem0n's got one more to find. Hits the rail off the spawn. He hits the second. That's going to be the tied game with 60 seconds remaining. Cypher's in trouble.
Yeah, Cypher's in a lot of trouble, and if you actually watch Cypher's point of view, he seems to be playing really weird, like walking a lot. I don't know really why, but he's like walking, not really jumping around the map. He is now, but before he was walking and then sort of taking weird fights where he was standing still.
Oh.
But yeah, that's going to be so hard for Cypher to come back in this map. I mean, dem0n should be able to get at least 1 yellow and then move in for the red, and he's actually going to find Cypher, so that's going to be game over right there. But so yeah, dem0n played quite well when he was in control. Out of control was a bit iffy for a while, but then he managed to pull through at the end.
Sick.
So he has nice rail there too. So he has well, he's won this map and move on to the 3rd map, I guess.
Yeah, it could be interesting to see if he can actually carry the momentum forwards. I mean, dem0n, of course, you know, he's really strong when it comes to some of these like long distance rail fights, and that's something that a lot of players have said is, you know, one of the most notable qualities to him. I mean, you've played dem0n quite a lot in competition. You know, final score there 8-6, and that's going to be map number 3 coming up. So, what would you say about dem0n from your experience of playing against him?
I think he's really aggressive with LG, and then he can hit a lot of long distance rails, and his rockets aren't bad either. But obviously, I found the weakness in his game is that he doesn't really switch guns very often, and that's, I think, because he uses the scroller to switch guns. So if he does have a weakness in his fighting, that would probably be it. But yeah, he is overly aggressive. So we saw in the other map where dem0n sort of went for that red armor, which was kind of like a really, really mega risk, and Cypher managed to sort of dominate him there at the red, so then it didn't work out that time. But this time he went for some aggressive attacks, and it worked out. So that's what I was saying before against Cypher. If you want to beat him, you have to play pretty loose. So sometimes it can pay off, and then other times it can't. And on Toxicity, that's a map where you can sort of afford to play pretty loose. So it should be pretty good for dem0n. So I'm liking his chances.
It should be really interesting to see how this goes. I mean, Cypher, I mean, they've both been connecting like crazy. So, and they both want to take the pace pretty fast here, I should think. So, you know, that's Toxicity. It's the map to do it on. So this should be a really entertaining finisher. And Toxicity, it fell under a lot of criticism over the last few months. And since DreamHack, though, we've only really seen good games on it. So
no, it's a better map than people. I know I'm a bit biased because I really like the map, but it's a better map than some people would suggest. I mean, it's better than Hectic or something like that as a fast map. So
here we go. We're getting live into the match. We have Cypher versus dem0n here. It's the deciding map. And this is going to be really interesting here. We're off on dem0n to begin with, as he does grab that rocket launcher and the Mega off the start. So FaCEIT, being the aficionado here of Toxicity, what would you say about
I like
these
Cypher's spawn better. I mean, he got unlucky that dem0n sort of didn't make a mistake, because dem0n got a spawn where he could have easily got nothing. But Cypher waiting here, just got to maybe not take a rail. If Cypher takes a rail, he's going to be in trouble. So he should just wait. He's doing the right thing, grab the rockets, go back, grab the yellow, then move in for red. So it'd be interesting to see how he attacks the red. Okay, it's just gone up straight to the top. And dem0n in low position, it's kind of, I wouldn't say it was arrogant, but it's like, he doesn't want to really be there. So he's in a bad spot now that Cypher's got all the items, and he should be able to get Mega too.
Here we go, dem0n.
Rockets.
Yeah, he's got to try and work his way around here. It misses the jump, and gonna have to grab that LG there up the stairs. Throwing some rockets back, and does spot Cypher.
Oh.
Nasty rail received there, does return it just in time, but there is not much armor left. Great bit of free damage there for dem0n as he buys time to pick up this red armor. Does it just in time there, and Cypher does manage to win the fight. 70 points of health remaining on Cypher, so he's looking all right after that yellow. Oh, and he pushes him into the slime there,
nice.
And dem0n goes down off the spawn. So great play here from Cypher. That's going to really help his efforts on this next Mega Health. But he's going to pick up this yellow first, grabs another kill onto dem0n, who didn't really predict Cypher's positioning. And Cypher, he is on a roll right now. Couple rails.
Yeah, really nice by Cypher. That's the one thing that I was saying that it can be a weakness of mine, is the timing. So he knew that yellow was before Mega and enabled him to get that and the kill and then Mega as well. Whereas maybe someone like me would have just gone for Mega and it would have let dem0n get the YA. But dem0n has done some nice damage here, so he should be able to push in for red. Really nice position with rail though. So this is an interesting fight here where Cypher I wouldn't really want to come for this, but he has gone for it, and then dem0n being too weak to fight. So that's really nice by Cypher there.
Yeah.
He's just going to got some health and then move in for the Mega, and both the yellows probably as well. So this is really terrible position for dem0n. It's going to be very, very hard for him to come back.
Very, very strong start here for the Belarusian. The DreamHack wins the 2013 champion there, catching another frag. 6-0 now on the board for Cypher as he finds dem0n again, but he's not too strong. Got to watch out against this plasma gun. 2 more bolts will do it, but he does manage to finish off dem0n before that situation. And there is more and more armor, but he's kind of lacking health here. He can't take damage. He needs to find some health bubble somewhere around the map to try to replenish this. And Mega is spawning in 10 seconds, so there it is. Finally, the 225s are there, so he's all right again. Set up for Mega, and there takes the fight against dem0n. dem0n looking quite helpless there. Beautiful jump back there to evade the rockets, and even catches the double back. This is looking just effortless from Cypher, as so often it does.
Shot. That's such an important shot that he hit that, because then he could enable him to do more damage, which he's going to go for now. Whereas if he hadn't have hit that, then he wouldn't have been able to really go for that rail, because he would have been too tanked. But it's really interesting how dem0n doesn't really want to slow this game down. He's wanting to play it really fast, which is how this map can sort of get a bad name, because a guy like dem0n might want to play too fast than what he maybe should be, and then he can go down like 10, 12-0. And then people will say that the map is really just, you can dominate. But if dem0n had slowed it down, then he wouldn't be 9-0 down like what he is now. He's gone for so many 50-50 fights. And if you lose all the fights, like and when you go for all the 50-50s, then quite often you can really get on the end of a really bad scoreline. So, yeah, it's interesting that Cypher has managed to do such a great job of controlling dem0n and really not letting him get much, even though he has got onto the Mega now. So maybe this might be his opportunity.
Really coming out as well. And Cypher looks like he's going to get in position here, and there he finds dem0n. Actually, dem0n gets a nice string of lightning onto Cypher as he picks up that red armor, but whoa, Cypher rockets straight into dem0n's rocket, and all of a sudden in critical condition after he was in such a great place. And Cypher now, I'm not even sure if dem0n realizes quite how crippled Cypher actually is. dem0n can just charge in here, but oh, Cypher sticking around just to hit that rail there. And oh, he gets the rocket out of the teleporter as well. Cypher, he's doing so much damage on the back foot. And Mega's up. Cypher, here's the rocket jump there. But where is dem0n? Cypher, still the Mega not taken. I think Cypher has no idea. There, finally, it does get grabbed. And we're approaching the halfway mark. And Cypher, this is what Cypher does. He just creeps around the map here. No health around. No health on Cypher. The 5 bubbles helping out a little bit, but there's 9 health left now. dem0n so close to get the frag. He does finally make it happen, and all that time being passive. Look at dem0n's stack. It is a mammoth stack right there for dem0n, and this is going to be interesting to see Cypher try and break this, because dem0n is going to be looking quite strong when he gets the next Mega.
Big miss there for Cypher. Needed to hit that rocket to really slow him up. But he hasn't managed to do too badly. He should be able to get the wire here as well. Just got to get it and get away without taking too much damage. This is fine. What he's done there is really great. So now he's done well to double back here, which is perfect. So he should be able to get to the 50 bubble. Unlucky for him, it's not up, so he has to back away. If it was up, then he would have been able to maybe do some damage on the red. But he's still in an okay position, although as weak as what he is. Okay, especially now that he's managed to hit that rocket, that's really important. So Cypher's just got to wait around, and then he's in a perfect position here. This is actually quite a strong position. People maybe underrate that position. Really nice rail. That's so crucial that he's managed to keep him low. So Cypher's in a real bad position now. He's sort of got to, just plus back and maybe make his way onto a yellow and health, which he has done now. So he just needs to get a yellow. He's actually gone to steal Mega. Really perfect. Oh, sick mini. Oh, great damage by Cypher. That's Cypher, that's just how, that's what he can do that not many people can. So it's really great play. Oh, wow. That impresses me, and like I was saying before, I don't get impressed very often, but no, that was really sick damage.
Yeah, he's doing a really fantastic job there. Cypher, I mean, this is what you expect from even with a dodgy internet. He's just doing an incredible job here. 4 minutes left on Toxicity, and dem0n, he can do this. He can string these back together, and he's got Cypher on the run there. Cypher sprinting across the bottom of the map, but he's going to evade dem0n once again. And there is the red armor picked up.
That was such systematic play. He played that so perfectly and then hit the damage when he needed to.
There.
He just made it look too easy. I mean, now he's in such a good position because dem0n sort of still has to attack, but with only 3.5 minutes, he sort of has to do stupid attacks or not ideal attacks if there was more time. So yeah, dem0n's in a lot of trouble now if he wasn't already.
So here Cypher goes, 18 points of armor on him, and nothing much spawning apart from that red. And there is a rail received. dem0n, he can get aggressive with this, he can get really cute with this. Cypher, though, he is a master of evasion. And there it is, he manages to just dodge that rail and get out of there in time. Picks up the 25, but there, finally, dem0n does find the kill. 8 to go now for dem0n to tie this one up. And he is really stacked. He's got everything to work with, charging up the stairs. He can do anything he wants right now with such a stack. And there it is, he just has to get that cycle going. There is another rail off the spawn. dem0n, he is making things happen here, but he's got to keep this going. There is Cypher again. Cypher, good rockets, and that's going to slow dem0n down even more. Rockets straight to dem0n's face, and there, Cypher gets the kill, and surely FaCEIT, that's going to really sign the end of it.
It's just when he's playing like this and rocketing like this, it's just so annoying and so hard, and it just feels like he's just really like pulling the chain, but he'll do it so much that it's like not lucky. So it's like it's just so annoying and so difficult to play against a player who can rocket like that.
It is. It's really, really tough, especially considering now. I mean, Cypher's still weak, but dem0n, he can't quite get there again. I mean, it's the story that just never ends with Cypher. You get him weak, but it just takes twice as long to kill him as it would a normal top-level player, it almost seems like. And
yeah,
Cypher just does evade and evade. Mega's coming up soon. I'm not sure if Cypher's going to be able to pick that one up. And there is some rockets to try to catch dem0n if he rocket jumps up there, but no such move just yet.
I really rated I was watching him when he was out of control. I really rated Cypher's elusiveness, how he could sort of, instead of, when he saw the yellow was up at one stage and he was at the grenade launcher, and he just dropped to the rocket launcher and then went back through the other teleporter to get to Mega. And it worked so perfectly. Then if he had have jumped, like most people would have jumped to the yellow and would have died there because they would have been vulnerable. And now dem0n sort of saying some, or just putting a full stop. So he's not too happy, but I don't really think that Cypher's got lucky here at all. He's just hit the damage that he's needed to hit. I mean, it wasn't like it was like ridiculously difficult, but it was like something that you wouldn't pull off every time. But he's done such good damage this whole game. I mean, he's played really, really well, and 7 frags in a minute, it's doable, but not against Cypher, and not you know, if it was playing like a really new player, then it would happen. It could happen, but it's not going to happen against Cypher. And yeah, he's going to get another frag, and well done to Cypher. So he moves into the semi-final now.
That minute of defense from Cypher was really, really just lovely to see. I mean, you could just see the frustration just building up in dem0n as Cypher was just disappearing around every single corner, and just you can see how sneaky he was being a rocket. Sometimes he was running, and sometimes he was just like, okay, maybe dem0n will actually double back here. I just wait a second, then fire a rocket. And you could just see him doing these kinds of moves repeatedly. That was just very, very nice to watch. But we're going to have Cooler versus Ash next. But for now, we're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be pretty damn good, I think. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll see you right after this.